It was a great experience. It shows how true that saying is, man. I've been doing all types of extra stuff off the court, running with strength and conditioning coaches, trying to stay ready and just stay in shape for this opportunity, and it all paid off today.
Now that you have something to compare it to, how hard is it to have that amount of time where it's not game action, even though you are working on the side hard and working in hard on practice, and making that connect to one another?
It is pretty difficult, everything's a little different than game reps, but, they do a great job of trying to simulate it and with conditioning when I work out with other players and stuff. So our coach has done a great job of it.
You came off the court with 8 rebounds. The final box score says 7. I don't know if it's accounting or whatever. I mean, they're hard enough to get. What do you think when you sort of look at your final box line, though, and what you did in the first half?
I really tried not to look at the stat line too much. I just wanted to go out there and help my team, any way I could. Some players got in foul trouble early, and, I had to go out there and try to make some things happen. I was able to do that. Coach Spo had some trust in me. He put me in there, and, I felt I did a pretty good job helping my team. When
Kelly and Bam got in that early foul trouble, do you sort of, get yourself warmed up, maybe warm the hands up? Did you sense this could be your moment?
Yeah, when both of them got in foul trouble, I knew I kind of usually going to be me or Udonis who got in there. So, he called my name, and, I just had to, I had the mindset to always be ready, and it paid off, and I went in there, and, my teammates fed confidence into me. They trusted me. They got me some good looks. I played some pretty good defense, so I'm happy.
First of all, what did it take to finish and really close us out? It was another one of those fourth quarters that got a little dicey.
Yeah, well, we know that they're going to go on a run. They're going to give us a shot at the end of the game, and happy we withstood that, and we were able to pull out the win. But that's where we got to be even more locked in and focused is in that fourth quarter, especially at the end of the fourth quarter. That's when everything's on the line, so we got to lock in a little bit better.
Yeah, the second group had to do a lot of work tonight. Overall, as a group, you thought about Bam and Tyler's contribution?
Amazing. I told Tyler welcome back. We missed him the other night, so he came in, had a big time game and had a big time contribution, and Bam Bam's been phenomenal, man. He's the ultimate professional, and it's surprising as a rookie. He doesn't always, he didn't always, get his opportunities early, but when he did, he was ready. He's prepared. And I want to say something about Jordan Mickey too. Man, how often do we see him in a game? He's ready. He's ready, man, and that's the ultimate compliment, and that's a pure professional right there to not play, and then all of a sudden you get in the game and you can contribute the way he did. Hat off to him.
Is there something specific about the way he goes about his work that you've noticed over the last few months that it helped him be in that space?
Mickey?
Yeah.
He's consistent with it. He's not a sometimes guy, he's an all-the-time guy. And that's the difference. He's a guy that's going to come in every day and do his work, and you can count on it. So that's what you saw tonight.
There were periods tonight where the offense looked magical, and the ball was moving. You guys got extra shots within possessions. What's happening when the offense is rolling like that? And you get to be the recipient of some of that, by the way.
Yeah. Well, that's when we're at our best, is when we're sharing the basketball, moving, the ball's moving, our bodies are moving, we're screening for each other, getting each other open, helping each other. That's when we're at our best offensively, and you see that. That happened tonight for some good spurts, and we were able to get a nice lead.
Have you figured out the secret of your road success that you're trying to establish at home?
We haven't figured out the secret, but hell, whatever it is, we need to figure it out and bring it on home, protect our home court.
Just trying to keep it out of there as much as you can and just making it difficult.
You guys made a run, I think, early fourth quarter when their second unit was in. Is that something that, with their second unit, maybe you saw an opportunity to kind of build that lead and maybe knock them out?
I don't know if it was their second unit. Our second unit came in, and we did a good job of moving the ball, getting great shots and good opportunities, and then limiting them to one tough shot and kind of taking advantage.
Coach mentioned you and Bam playing together and how your games kind of complement each other. What's worked with that combination recently?
Yeah, it's been good. He's a huge threat at the rim. Obviously diving, screen and rolls, lobs, rebounds. The heck out with the ball, and hopefully try to give it a little bit more spacing, and just makes it tougher for guys to guard.
Did you have to make an adjustment with the way things were being called so that you had more time in the second half?
That was a tough whistle there in the first half, but it happens. It's part of the game. And the second half, I was not going to make sure I get that same opportunity. So That was good.
Any concerns about the last couple fourth quarters?
We've played well in the first 3 quarters of games and put ourselves in great positions. And, it's a matter of just, playing the same way. And, sometimes I think we kind of look up the scoreboard and try to beat out the clock, rather than just keep playing basketball. And, for us, it's something that we're going to, get better at and learn to. And if we can keep getting better at it, then it'll make it a lot easier on ourselves. But anytime you're on the road and you come out with a victory, it's a good night.
Coach, in a situation where there was foul trouble, both for Bam and then our Kelly first, being able to call on Jordan Mickey and being confident that he could do that. You saw it coming, I'm sure.
Yeah, behind the scenes, only us have seen it. That's the unfortunate thing about it. He's a Miami Heat type guy. That's a big-time credit to Jordan Mickey and his character, because he develops, he works. All I see behind the scenes is him spending so much time with Juwan Howard and working on skill development, working on understanding our system, staying in unbelievable shape. He's in the best shape that he's been in this past week. All of his testing has been phenomenal, and that's what you want of your young players. You never know when you're going to get your opportunity. Sometimes it's weeks, but when you do get your opportunity, you have to make the most of it, and he was prepared.
How happy are you for Tyler that he has been able to kind of have this, even with the migraine break in the road, this kind of movement from where, those of us on the outside are watching makes and misses, but now he's just in a really solid group offensively.
Yeah, and he's worked at it too, behind the scenes. So none of us were really concerned because he was doing a lot of other things that were helping us as well, particularly defensively, and he was getting better at making some reads on pick and rolls. But he spent some time in the gym, and he's letting the game come to him. But he's in a great flow right now. Love to keep him there, but regardless, he still finds a way to impact winning.
Erik, your thoughts on tying Pat Riley's all-time Miami Heat regular season coaching victory record?
I don't know. That would seem like a misprint to me. Pat has meant he's meant everything to me as a coach and as a mentor. I want to win tomorrow night. I don't want to pass Coach Riley in wins. We all think of him as the guy that should have all the records. He's the one that's built this, along with Mickey. So I'm just humbled to be even, there. But I do want to get tomorrow's game. Was
the record-tying win a bit more harrowing than you thought it would be, or sort of your take on being up 17 and then all of a sudden finding yourself in a 4-point game?
I mean, that's the NBA. Sometimes crazier things happen in this league. With the advent of the three-point shooting and the volume of three-point shooting, leads can go very fast. As soon as Kemba Walker hit that 1-3, I turned the bench and said, "Uh-oh," and then he gets a fast break to 2 free throws and then bangs home another 3, and there you go. It's a game. So you have to be prepared to play a full 48 minutes. I like our guys having to go through all that stress and anxiety and have to execute under duress and under the pressure of and context of a close game. We still need to get better. Some of what got us in trouble was our offensive execution, but we'll get there.
Erik, at the end of the game, shot clock violation, last second shot had to go up to avoid it by Goran. What happens there? Is it the defense digging in, or do you guys have things that you're not getting to? Why did we wind up with
on that possession? They actually really locked down. I would like to say that a lot of it was us. That might have been their best defensive possession of the game. We looked at a couple different things, and they shut down both of them. Then we got stuck. And then it became one of those shots at the end of the clock. But there were 3 or 4 possessions in the last 4 minutes that I think we need to improve on with our execution. And like I said, we'll get there.
Coach, you had 5 straight deflections on entry post passes to Dwight Howard. Is that something you guys talk about heading into this?
Yeah, and sometimes we don't do it that well. We're building that habit. I'd like to have more deflections than we get. I'd like to be more active. More disruptive, more consistent activity. Tonight, I liked it.
we limited some of his deep post catches, which is not necessarily about him scoring down there. It's the foul trouble that he presents when he's catching it in his wheelhouse.
Although early foul trouble, obviously, for Bam and Kelly. Are you pleased with what you're getting from those two at center with Hassan out overall?
Yeah. They each bring something different. Then you add Jordan Mickey to the group. He brings something unique to his game as well. But Bam and Kelly, they've complement each other because of their skill set. They're becoming more comfortable. And so they both contributed, particularly in that second half.